It's been 2 weeks since we recorded at all for this podcast. This one would come out Sunday. Looks like I'm doing Sundays now. Instead of right after church, watch this, or on your way to church, on your way back, listen to it on the radio. And we don't what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the other thing that we're doing, so it's something. It's called Legends of Mariachi. By the time this episode comes out, the other thing will be out the next day.
Okay. So Monday.
Yeah, that episode should be out Monday. So y'all gotta check that out. I will probably for now put it on the same channel as the Mariachi Sagas podcast. Just because it's annoying having 4 YouTube channels. I don't have more.
Oh, that's right, because you got your boxing channel.
I have my boxing channel. I got this one. Got my own. And then I have 3 Instagrams and 2 Facebooks, and I can't keep up. I need somebody to manage the social media.
Somebody to manage your life
for free. I'll pay you in
friendship,
but only so far. Only from here to the door. That's like 6 steps. Oh,
6 feet.
This is episode 4. Episode 4 of Los Mariachi Sagas. Last week we had our first guest, Israel. You know, when I was listening back to it, editing and stuff, it was actually pretty interesting. I think that was one of our more interesting ones.
Yeah, he's a bro. I haven't actually seen him in a while, so it was pretty different. He really thin. His physique is real thin now compared to what he used last time I saw him.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. It was good to talk to him after a while. I haven't seen him in a while, so it's pretty good to talk to him.
Yeah, he was a good guest.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know a lot of stuff he was, explaining about himself. I haven't heard yet about him, so that's pretty neat.
I guess we should do some updates.
Yeah.
I'm starting my last semester of school. Graduated in May, and we just started that on Tuesday. And I guess I should say, as I didn't say this in the Israel episode, but yeah, we rearranged stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All this used to be on the other side of the room.
Yeah.
So that's why you might feel everything's inverted, which kind of is. And then I made these. So I made these in the valley. Well, I had a lot of help. It took like a team of 5 of us to do these. These are wooden frames of these, I believe, are 48 inches tall and 24, or it comes up to 25 because it's an inch thick,
Right.
like 25 inches across. And it's about 3 3 3/4 thick. And so they're wooden frames on the inside, and it's for people who do recordings or studio work or even YouTube videos. On the inside is insulation.
Oh, okay.
And so there's a sheet that holds insulation up, and then the insulation, and then this fabric is it's felt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so you wrap that all together, and what it does is it reduces the echo and the reverb and stuff in a room.
Mm-hmm.
The sound is a lot drier, but that's also it's a good thing when you do a lot of work in post on EQ stuff. If you want that room sound, that echo, then don't do it because it'll take it away. But this is just so the sound there won't be. You ever seen videos where you can hear the room noise, or it just sounds the audio sounds weird, or you hear some random echo.
Yeah.
That's because sound bounces off the walls, and so these kind of captures the sound in a way,
Yeah.
and so it makes it flat. That's why when I do this, now it's just there's no
Can
echo.
hardly hear it. That's pretty neat. It helps. Usually
Yeah.
these stuff like this is like our enemy as a working mariachi.
What
Because that sound doesn't resonate,
Oh,
and that
yeah.
forces people to like I guess force their playing.
Yeah. Yeah, I did notice that when I was in here and I was practicing, I was playing. I'm
Mhm.
like, dude, it sounds so dry. It sounds so bland. So, which is the point, right? Because all that stuff's supposed to be done in post.
It's good for recording,
Yeah.
but for us as a working mariachi, it's
For
sucks.
live, yeah, because you gotta do a lot in post.
Yeah,
Um,
but one thing I've heard actually from Israel, he's like, just pretend like you're playing on a mic, dude. When you're working in a room like this, like say you have a gig for somebody in a room that doesn't resonate, your instrument doesn't, you can't hear it very well because it sounds like it would in here. He's like, just act like you're playing on a mic, dude, because the fact is, your instrument resonates more than you think it does. So it's a pro tip from the man himself,
from our number one guest.
from our first guest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, so we made 8 of these in like 5 hours,
Yeah. Dang.
which
Took some
is,
time, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it was a lot of work.
I like the colors though. Throw in some Texas State maroon in there.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. I mean, went to the school,
Yeah.
and yeah, it was good colors. Yeah, I like the colors. It's official, I guess, kind of. Mostly official. But I auditioned for the mariachi for Texas State, and I made a MLO.
Oh yeah, man! You got Guzman as your teacher.
Yeah.
How's he doing, by the way?
I talked to him last Saturday, and he called me, and then
Oh, okay.
he said he was doing good, that he's doing a lot better. He's at home now. Yeah, he's recovering, and I asked him if he's gonna be back on campus, and he said yeah, that he will be. I'm surprised. I didn't think he was.
Yeah, I mean it's scary after that. For him, I heard he got it pretty bad.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he's real nervous about coming back. I'm surprised that he is after all that, but that's I'm glad he's out of there, out of the hospital, and doing good. So that's good.
Yeah.
He was our first guest here on the show.
Yeah, our very first guest, way back in 1990.
It seems like so long ago, right?
It was September. Was it September?
Yes, because it was around the time we started the semester for the fall.
Because I remember his episode 9,
Mm-hmm.
and we're doing 2 episodes a week. So, and we started in August.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was right around September. Oh, you know what? It was a few days before 15 de septiembre, because you promoted that they're going to do a concert.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's when COVID was pretty bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. And, well, so, I mean, yeah, I made MLO, and it's okay group. Decent players in there. Good violin players. They're orchestra players, though, but they play very well.
Dude, they've grown a lot since I guess I started M&G. They've grown into a big thing, dude, because remember like their initial the way that they looked whenever we first got to Texas State. Like I mean, obviously there wasn't even an MLO, but do you remember what it was?
What, the mariachi? Or?
Yeah, like what it grew from, what it stemmed from,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when we started, we had 4 violins. This is M&G. and a couple trumpets and the other one, yeah. And I remember MLO started in the spring,
Mm-hmm.
but it was just like Mark was there. He got some violins from orchestra.
Yeah.
He had what's that girl's name? Denise.
Denise.
Denise, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't she live in Alaska now? I think
Yeah. Yeah. She does.
she
Yeah.
moved to Alaska.
Mm.
That's weird. But yeah, she was in there,
Uh huh.
and
But it was weird
yeah,
because before that, it was like what was it called? An educational group.
yeah. I think it's an educational group.
But I didn't. It was weird because we would be in class and they literally just sat there the whole class.
Yeah,
And so I'm like, I'm not sure there's much. I didn't see the point of like that class, you know? And a lot of people, I guess, dropped out of it like the first week. And
Yeah.
that was like every semester that M&G, you know, came about because they literally would just sit there and then I guess they realized like, hey, this class is kind of like a waste of time.
yeah.
But,
And it wasn't until spring of 2017 that it actually took off and was every semester. So Briseño, they made Briseño the director.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was in MLO that time on Vihuela.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then it just kind of went back and forth from there. And now they have 2 full groups.
2 full groups. You got Mike Guzman as the director, man.
Yeah, I think
That's a win.
when they did that changed things a lot.
Yeah.
Then a lot of people were like, okay,
You learn a lot, man. Even when I helped you guys out that one concert,
oh yeah,
I had fun, dude. Cause like I actually learned a lot, even those like 2 days that I was actually there. You know, cause one day I was like preparing. Mr. Guzman was helping me prepare for your guys' show, and I was like, wow, I was having a lot of fun, dude. Cause y'all played stuff like right off the bat. Y'all had a really really nice tema. Do you guys still have it?
No, I don't think they play that them anymore.
Dude, I enjoyed playing it, and then it went into like La Bikina. But before that,
Yeah.
I think he had like a vihuela solo in the beginning, and it was kind of like that bridge of Mexico de Noche.
Oh yeah.
It was like that bridge where they do that little vihuela solo. Where Pato does that vihuela solo, and it started with that and went into Bikina, I think, or was it La Fuente? One of the. It went into Bikina, then La Fuente.
Yeah, we had a little joropo popurrí.
Some very exciting rancheras that everybody recognizes and gets the crowd into, and then some sones in there. That was a fun show.
Yeah, dude, we did tranchete.
Yeah. Nobody.
I have never played tranchete at a concert or anything like that.
Nobody does that anymore, man. I love that song.
Yeah, that was a good song. It was a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun being in there with Guzman. He taught a lot without music. He just sat there and he's like, all right, let's learn all the parts. And luckily, the musicians most of them were able to catch it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people needed more help. But I knew most of the songs that he was showing. He just changed some chords or some arrangements.
Yeah.
But yeah, that semester was fun. It was good. We had a good group, and we sounded better than M&G. No,
I'm not gonna make a comment about that.
No,
because I was in M&G.
Yes, you. I was in M&G on the top group. No, but people did say that some people enjoyed our show more. But, that's because we had the Pupurri Chente, and we had songs that interacted more with the crowd.
It all comes down to song choice, you know? I mean, that's a big part. And not to mention, they're actually good musicians in MLO as well. I mean, a lot of people, it's kind of like one of those things. If you look at Mariachi Aslan, you know?
Yeah.
And then you look at the Juvenil, and they're like still amazing, you know? I mean, they freaking beat us at Vargas, you know?
Yeah, and we were the top group.
Yeah.
They're the second group.
That's funny, ain't it? Like, I guess.
Yeah. Song choice.
Yeah. So I guess maybe it would come down to like, how the group is run, the director, I guess there's a lot of stuff into it, you know. But
Mhm.
yeah, that's interesting. I'm not gonna make a comment about.
About who sounded better.
We're a team, man. We're a team.
We're one. It's not about who sounded better, even though it was us. It's about
So,
it's about being united. You know what? Let's not talk about this. And that's pretty much all I'm doing. Still training. Not as consistent, or I mean, I am just not. It's not my main focus right now.
Yeah.
Busy, with all this other stuff in school,
And that's okay.
and that's okay. I don't need to have my 6-pack right now. I had it long enough.
It's
I need-
there. It's there.
I
It's just
it is actually. It's still
Yeah.
hard, but
you never lose it.
no.
Trust me.
And that's what you tell yourself. Make yourself feel better.
What a dick.
But what have you been doing, Matt? Any life updates?
Going back to school. Not right now. I did apply again though, to school, but it's ACC. I don't know if you guys remember. I applied. I'm gonna start training to get my paramedics certification and degree. That's what I'm. That's what I'm wanting to do right now. The degree that I had at Texas State. I'm not gonna say it's useless right now. But it's more like a prerequisite, bachelor's, because in order, like, I can do many things with my degree, right? It branches out. I can work in clinics. I can do chiropractor work. I can go into being a physical therapist assistant, be a tech at a clinic, stuff like that. Um, but right now, like I said before, I kind of want to take a break and maybe, just focus on other things right now. The house, the family, and spend some time there. And I guess, I don't know. I mean, I said before, I spent about 2 years without having a break. Without having a summer break at least. You get those winter breaks, but far too well. They're not long. They're not long enough.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like I really strained myself with school and burned myself out. And then top of that, COVID really changed everything. I would have to go to graduate school and get my doctorates to become what I wanted to be initially. And that's, let's just say it's a long time, another lifetime that I would have to spend at school. And I just eventually decided, like, that, that degree, you know, it's always going to be there. That goal is always going to be there. So whenever I decide to go back to graduate school, I'll do that. But in the meantime, make some quick money, some fast cash. And the schooling's not fast at all. I mean, it's not slow at all. Like, it'll take, if anything, a year, less than a year, in order to complete the certification. I decided I just wanted to do paramedics, so I applied, and I'm gonna start in the summer. I wanted to start in the spring, but by the time I decided I wanted to apply and do this, like, it was kind of too late. There's a lot of things I still got to do before then, some initial steps. So it's a new chapter, but I'm pretty excited about that. And then mariachi wise, it's been real slow, man. I was like, yeah, I'm doing mariachi full time, and I decided to start that at a very bad, very bad, very bad
Yeah.
place of the year. All us mariachis are struggling, especially the end of December, beginning of January. It's real bad. We're like crawling around, scrounging for change at that point. But I mean, some of us, some of us still thrive on the money. But it's just, in general, just slow. But it's been going all right. It's picking up right now, right? With you guys?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we've been getting more work. I think last week we only had 3 hours. Well, we had 2. On Saturday and one Sunday, but I think this week Saturday we have 4.
Yeah, it's starting to pick up. So it's getting better for sure. So far this week, I've played every day. I've I've played every day this week so far. I won't be off till Sunday. It looks like. So it's going good. Um, that's pretty much it. We got our restaurant back. So if you guys are in town, come check us out on Friday nights
Azul Tequila.
at Azul Tequila.
What time?
It's from 8 to 10. We play there.
8 to 10.
Yeah, we finally got that one. We've been expecting to get that planta back, and that's the one. That's the one we get excited for, is the Friday night one. We had one on Thursdays, too. I've only played there once since I joined the group because for some reason the week that I joined, the COVID shutdown began. So, yeah, I'm excited we got it back. And our first one was last week on Friday. You went to that one.
Yeah. For
Shut up.
the people that follow us on Instagram,
Yeah, you were there.
you saw Relampo play live.
You saw me fuck up. Yeah.
Yes. We were like, "Oh, get you mess up."
Well, I usually give everybody one. I give everybody one mistake.
Even yourself.
So, yeah. So that was pretty funny because Adolf's reaction. He's the one, or was it you that asked for that one?
I asked for it.
You asked for it.
Yeah, he asked for.
That's why I messed up, because you asked for it.
Because I always do it right. So I'm like, somebody has to mess it
I
up.
should have given the vihuela to you, man. I should have known better, you know.
Should have. I should have.
don't,
I would have played. I would play the violin. I would play the guitarron.
Well, that's the thing. Playing and singing, I don't do much of that anymore. Playing with Relampago, we don't do that.
Yeah.
And
Spoiled.
that's all I did. Yeah, I'm spoiled. I guess you can say I became spoiled with Adolf.
Yeah, he's like,
It's nice, dude. Even when I play vihuela by myself, I don't have to play because I look and I got Eli. He's playing the chords on the guitarron, dude. It's funny he'll do that. We'll be playing El Rey or something, and he does his thing where he does some fun little rundowns, and then he gets into the yo sé bien que estoy a boom ching, and he starts strumming the chord on his guitarron, and he's like, I got it, boom, I got it. He's funny, man.
Yeah.
Good guitarron player, but yeah, I mean, it's been slow, so I haven't seen some of the guys in a while, and I'll see them today. Some of them.
Oh, you got gigs today?
Yeah, I got one today, and that's it. Even then, it's not even a full gig, it's just a serenata, and then the restaurant tomorrow. So y'all come check us out tomorrow night or Friday night.
Oh,
Azul
today's
Tequila.
Thursday, right?
Yeah, today's
I
Thursday.
think today's Wednesday.
Yeah, end of the week coming up.
Oh,
Time to make that money for us. It's prime time.
Damn, I don't think I have anything tomorrow.
I'm excited for Saturday. I get to play with you guys again.
Oh, yeah.
For some reason, Asael's like, nope. He's like, he's cutting me every weekend. So.
Relampo has nothing, or?
No, we don't have nothing so far.
It's 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, well, I guess apparently it was.
Well, it was your fault.
Oh, well, I don't know. Did Adolf say they had stuff last Saturday? Because I just took that day off.
Well, he said he didn't take anything because you took the day off. That's what he said. I don't know. It's just talk to Adolf. No, well,
I'm sorry, guys.
It's
If
because
you're listening.
he said that when he has one Armonia call out, he's like, okay, he does studio gigs.
Dang,
but when he
what
has
the heck?
two, he doesn't want to risk calling a sub.
Oh,
He's like, well, what if the sub doesn't show up?
uh,
And then because he was like, yeah, he's like, I at least want to have two of the Armonia here.
yeah, because Eli's been out for a while, so guess he's on his vacation. He takes a vacation every month or so, every other month.
He plays for a week and vacations for 4.
Pretty much. But I miss that guy, man. Jeez. He's not even playing this weekend. Well, obviously we don't have shit, but I haven't seen him in so long.
But it was funny when I went to see you guys at Azul Tequila. I was like, this is the new Relampago. This is what Relampo is going to be in a
It
couple
has
years.
changed so much. It's basically us kids now, It's me, Luis, and Carlos, and somebody else that I'm not really going to name right now because let's just say it's not official. But he's in there now, and I don't know if the harmonia is going to change again.
Mm-hmm.
It has changed so much since even last year. So
Is my spot still there though? Because Louis said that. Louis said that my spot will be there when I come back.
he said that.
Remember
When was that?
Remember when he was
That
super drunk?
Halloween party?
When he was really drunk at the Halloween party.
Dude, that was funny because he. I look at him, one eye's closed, one eye's open, and he's like, "You can be," and he told me that too, and I still didn't believe him. But I mean, it's not like I was looking for that, right? Because I had a very good job. I had a very
Making
good,
a lot of money.
with compadres. But you guys know the story. Episode 3. I think I explained it
Somewhere in there.
somewhere in there. Yeah.
But I went to Sulteguela too, man. Adolf was just ripping all of you.
Dude, oh my god. And he was getting mad at me. So apparently, oh yeah, I guess we did stay at one table for a very long time. I don't know how many songs.
half an hour.
Half an hour that we stayed there, and it happens, but we made our rounds, and I guess I noticed some new people walking in. And I think that's what bothered Adolf. He's like, "You guys are supposed to be," because he called out last minute. He was supposed to work that night, and he called out. He just decided he was gonna go as a guest, and go watch us as part of the audience. And so he was getting after me. He's like, "Hey, you guys are supposed to be, making rounds and going, talon at other tables, right? Like, you can't be staying at that one table." And I'm like, I mean, yeah, we kind of did. He's like, Luis knows that. He's supposed to know that because he was the one doing talon that night. And I told Luis, like, hey, man, Adolf said we got to do this. And he's like, yeah, I
called
do.
you over.
Yeah, yeah. So.
Yeah, I was about to talk to Adolf. And then I see him go like, hey.
Yeah, he called me over.
He was like, come here.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay.
Yeah, because he looked upset already. He's like, yeah, the manager's looking at me. He's looking at us. So, this means that you're supposed to be going and, tending to other tables, not just this one guy. Because I guess this one couple was already, feeling good,
Yeah.
So they asked for a pretty long list of songs. And for some reason, Pelea de Gallos came up like twice that night.
Yeah, I played it twice.
Yeah, there's this one guy that plays in what group is he? Like, I guess some kind of, was it a Huasteco group or Wapango group?
Yeah, what's his name is Huasteco. Yeah, Huasteco group.
Huasteco
Violin.
group. And yeah, he said he played like violin. And what was the other instrument?
Oh,
He was saying it was similar to the jarana, yeah.
Jarana.
And it was funny because he was looking at my vihuela and he was asking me in Spanish, of course. And I was like, I don't know what you're saying. But he was asking me, like, how do you get to re? And I was like, oh, I just play this. And then he's like, ah, la madre. Like, he was like shocked. And he's like, no, that's not how I do it, And then he tried grabbing my vihuela. And I was like, no. And I kind of like grabbed it like, no, nope. And he like backed away like, oh, okay. Because, it's COVID season, and it's, I was really nervous when he did that. And he was like, okay. And, Luis shows up because at the time he was talking to a client and he shows up out of nowhere and he's talking to him. And he's like, can I see your violin? Asking Luis. And Luis is like, oh, no. And he's like, yeah. And he like grabs it. And he was like playing on it and like, listening to trying to listen to Luis tuning. And I was kind of laughing, but I kind of like, I felt bad for Luis because he didn't want that either, but he still insisted and really like insisted, and he took the violin like from Luis, and Luis is like, oh man. I remember he gave his violin a bath after that in hand sanitizer.
Dunked it in like bleach.
Yeah, man, because that guy was like all over it, and most of his touching was actually on the chin rest. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the chin rest.
So he was nervous. I was nervous too, but
yeah, it was fun. I went. Didn't have no gigs. First, I went to Arandinas, but there was no group playing at all.
Is there a group that has that one? Doesn't somebody have that one?
Well,
As their plan?
Mariachi Amor
Oh, okay.
had it, and from what I heard is that the owner told him we're gonna take some time off because it was slow.
Oh shit.
But last week when I went, the week before, Beto Mariachi Internacional
Mm-hmm.
was there, and then this week I go, nobody was there. It actually was a little slow. So I don't know
Yeah.
what their story is. But then I asked Cristobal because he played with us on Saturday,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, hey, why weren't you at the planta yesterday? And he said, oh, we couldn't find a violin because Fernando went with Jalisco.
He's been playing a lot with them. They have a planta at in Round Rock. Or is it Round Rock? The Jalisco. No, Guadalajara.
Georgetown? Or
Oh, Runberg. It's off of Runberg
Runberg.
in North Lamar.
Oh, okay.
I finally met, what's his name? Tony.
Oh,
Yeah, the
big Tony.
Yeah, yeah.
Big
The guitarrón.
Tony. He's just cool.
Fun guy, man.
He's a fun guy.
Real
And,
cool.
When he sings those Chente songs, he
Uh-huh.
gets up there.
Yeah, he sings high, bro.
Yeah.
And he's good, though. I like it. He's really funny, though, man. I mean, I had a lot of fun with him.
Did he do his cumbias?
He did his cumbias, and then we did like. It's funny because when we do it, that day, what it was I think it was a 2 hour day. It was supposed to be 5 hours, but the last gig, which was 3 hours, canceled because they got COVID. So he told me it was just the 2 hour gig that we had that day, and I get there and he's like, "Hey, like let's go talon after," and I'm like, "Sure." And I didn't know where we were gonna be, but afterwards, sure enough, we went talon. And usually with them, I'm scared to play with Jalisco because they're like hardcore, man. Like they play all the
Yeah.
songs that you never even heard of.
Yeah, they are.
And that's usually why I'm scared playing with them. And that night, surprisingly, it was fine. Like literally, there was only one song out of the whole night that I didn't know, and that was De Siete a Nueve
Yeah.
by Vicente.
Yeah, it's a bolero. And a little bit of chords in there.
But it was funny because I look at Tony, I'm like, hey, I don't know this one. Like, I'm gonna follow you. Like, how does it start or whatever? And he's like, I don't know.
He doesn't.
He looked at me, he's like, I don't know. I'm gonna follow you. And I'm like,
He doesn't.
that was really funny. But I noticed he did that a couple of times because one of them I didn't remember how it started. It's one of those things where I don't know the name of them, and then I hear it, I'm like, oh, I know this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, tell me that he would follow me a lot when I was in Jalisco full time, and
Yeah.
he's from California.
Yeah, he's from LA. He's like, hey, do you know Zombie? I said, not me. I know who he is. I don't know him personally. He's like, oh, okay. Send him a message on Instagram and let him know you know me. I'm Tony. And if he goes, Tony who? Tell him Big Fat Tony. He'll know what you're talking about. I'm like, okay. So shout out to Zombie if he ever watches that. I'm pretty sure he doesn't. But.
He doesn't watch this. He watches the. What else did you do on
that day? That was pretty much. I mean, Talon was good. It was fun. And Fernando, of course, was there. Yeah, he's been I guess helping them out a lot. It's real buddy with Leo, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, Leo likes musicians that know songs.
Very true. Fernando has a brother, right?
Fernando?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I heard he's been tagging along with Leo.
Yeah, well, now he's a vihuela player for Jalisco.
Really? Okay,
yeah,
cool,
like full time.
Dang.
So you're not going to be getting as many calls, I think.
Yeah. I already kind of got the idea they cut me.
He hasn't called you?
Not lately, but I think the week after that was the last time. Because I did I think like 2 more gigs with them, and that was it. But they really helped me, like that slow time. Because like I said, apparently didn't have anything. And then, I mean, I think he had stuff, but I think you were playing stuff. And then like my group didn't have shit. I'm, contacted everybody. I was like, hey, available if y'all need anything. And they're like, well, I mean, we're real slow right now. So, but of course, Leo still had work. So he he really helped me out, you know, around the slow times.
He stopped calling me. Well, it's
Really?
because every time he would ask me, I'm like, no, I can't. I'm busy. Either I have gigs or I'm not in town.
Yeah. Well, somebody who recently was the Vihuela player, Adrian.
Yeah.
You guys know Adrian. I don't know what happened to him, dude.
Oh, for Adrian
He
from
like,
San Antonio?
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know what happened to him.
He
And
was there with him full time.
he was there with him full time, and I was gonna ask Leo. Um, and it never came to mind during the gigs and stuff. So
He probably didn't want to travel anymore with COVID.
yeah, those of you who know Adrian, he's from San Antonio. So,
Well, he's from Laredo, right?
or I think he's from, not Laredo, but is it Del Rio? I think he's from Del Rio.
Del Rio.
And he would play a lot in Laredo.
Yeah.
He was in Arrieros. So
Yeah. That guy was. Adrian was cool.
yeah, he was cool. Something I realized though, because he came into conversation with me and Luis. Oh, and Julian. Why are all Vihuela players bald? Think
It's
about
a
it. You
question for everybody.
got, or around here at least, you got Adolf.
Uh-huh.
All right. Then you have Julian. You have Julian, and then you have Adrian. All Vihuela players. They're primary, I guess. And I'm afraid I'm next.
Well, you're thinning a little bit.
Still
But, but I used to, like true Vihuela players have are bald. The multi instrumentalists they don't suffer. And true guitarrons are fat. Like
It's up to us to break that trend.
dude, I'm either gonna be bald or fat.
You know one thing Joe Frank told me, and we were at Vargas, and we were watching Aslan play backstage. He's like, Matt, come here. And no, actually it wasn't Vargas, it was Aslan. I'm sorry. It was Mariachi Aslan, and I probably shouldn't be doing this. I'm pretty sure he doesn't listen to the podcast. No. He's like, hey, you see that guy right there? And you probably know who I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna point him out. He was a player in Aslan, and he had a big belly.
Oh yeah.
He goes, about a couple years ago, he used to look just like you, and I look about the same right now as I did then. It was my freshman year at Texas State, and I was like, wow, whatever. He's like, yeah. He goes, usually if you're really good, and the trend goes, if you're really good, you're fat. And if you're fit, you really suck at mariachi. And so I was like, he's like, so in a couple years, if you get pretty good, you're going to be fat. And I'm like, screw you, man. I was like, I'm going to break this trend right now.
And here you are.
And here I am. I'm fit, so I suck at mariachi.
Yeah. You messing up Silito Lindo Huasteco.
What do you mean? Okay, I'm not even going to get into this. I know for a fact Adolf listens to this podcast.
Adolf said, Adolf, talk to Matt tomorrow. Oh, this won't be up until Sunday. Talk to Matt next week.
Look, watch. I'm going to play it exactly the way he told me to play it that night. And then he's still going to give me shit for it. Bet. Because that's always how it happens.
He's
So
like,
I'm not even going to make
who
a
told you to
comment.
play that way?
You did, motherfucker.
He's like, I didn't tell you.
No, not me. Not me. I didn't tell you. That was funny. The first time I met Adolf, my boss, first words were, who the fuck taught you how to play vihuela? I'm like, you did. He goes, no, I didn't teach you that shit. What did I tell you? What did I tell you about the thumb? Or he'll say something, always gives me an earful after every song. But I'm appreciative because I learned a lot so far. So that's usually how it goes. That's how I learn. Get my ass kicked.
Adolf, we got to bring Adolf back on here.
Yeah, that'd be funny. We got to bring him back. Man.
Everybody can see him now.
Yeah,
He'll be on
so
camera
they can
now.
see what he looks like.
You're like, hey, we ain't lying. We ain't exaggerating. He bald. He was... what else have we done? None.
Not
And
much. I
else?
mean, I guess that's pretty much it. We're done.
All right.
All
See you
right.
guys next week. uh,
How's it been going with compadres lately?
I don't know when I'm playing with compadres or not. Even when we have gigs and I'm there, I don't know if this is actually compadres or not. Man, this group was solid a year ago.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah.
I mean, at this time I wasn't even there, but I mean, it was JM was there, you, Eugenio, Stevie.
Was even when you were there too?
Yeah, and I mean we had played together for months, so we had our stuff down, and Stevie,
Got to a point where we started rehearsing.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we could play some fun stuff with Stevie being there and leading the trumpet. And now, well, I mean, people left, and then it's hard to find musicians and gigs. So, I mean, it's been okay. I mean, we still get through the gigs. We're able to find subs. Luckily, Eugenio knows a lot of people. Chris has been helping out a lot coming from San Antonio.
What happened to Jack?
Jarek still goes. So we take 2 violins and Asael
Cool.
for the melody.
I like that.
Yeah, and then it's usually me, Eugenio, and somebody.
Mm. Cool.
But we've been okay. We've Eugenio's starting to play more.
Oh shit!
Starting to do more gigs. Yeah.
Bringing him back. Hell yeah! So that means y'all got the PA back.
Yeah, we haven't honestly we haven't even used it, because we've only had a couple. All the gigs have been 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
But he has it. We oh, we, so I went live on Instagram a couple weeks ago. We played at this place out in, it was like Dale or Cedar Creek, Dale Valley area.
Yeah.
And we did a gig before that, our gig, and the next gig wasn't until an hour later. But the gigs were 5 minutes away from each other.
I love those.
And I'm just like,
That's
and we get the and we can't start because they had a banda from that time, so we had to wait till they finished.
Mm-hmm.
But they had a bunch of horses, and this wasn't like a big huge open area. It was kind of I mean, it was a big house, but there wasn't a lot of room.
Yeah.
So we were in the backyard, but there's a lot of tents, and it was really tight. And so there's a tent, and the banda was playing, and guys on horses and stuff. And this one guy is on the horse, goes in the tent with the horse,
I've seen that before.
and starts dancing. The horse starts dancing inside the tent. And what are they playing? Oh, dude, this banda was bad.
Really, it sounded really bad.
It sounded like they were out of tune.
Oh
They're
no!
like weird. Like
well,
the
usually that's the
trumpets.
case, right? But
Yeah, but they're like off. It wasn't banda style. It was just bad style.
maybe they
And
weren't. They were like part of the family, and they were like, "Hey, let's get together and play."
It looked like some of them were, because there was this one girl who was playing, I think, saxophone.
Oh,
But
okay.
dude, she looked like 13.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she looked really young. And then we started, and we had the PA system and everything. I think we were only there for an hour.
Okay.
But it was really loud and a lot of people, so we had the PA system. And you know how we have the tripod, or at the tripod stand, and then the speaker. And that's the only thing that holds up the speaker.
Mm.
And that thing has fallen over, or almost fallen, so many times.
I think it's only. I haven't seen it fall over when I was there.
No, it's not. But it wobbles a
Has
lot. Push
it
and
fallen over?
just- I don't think I've ever seen it fall over. But we were in a small, kind of confined area. Like, we're on a patio, and we had the whole PA system and then the speaker.
Yeah.
And so there was a good maybe 3 feet between the speaker and the PA system.
Mm-hmm.
And we start playing, damn, what was it, like La Negra, I think. And one of the guys with the horse comes on the patio, like in between everything.
Yeah.
And dude, horses are big. Horses
No, man, they're not that big.
fucking big.
Yeah, they're big.
You stand and then it's top of your head. And the horse is like up here, and
Mm.
they just move around though. And then sometimes horses will just go crazy, and they'll start kicking.
Mm-hmm.
Or
I
kick.
think it's the noise from the speaker.
Yeah, and we're like, oh shit, like this is the day it's gonna fall.
That we're gonna die.
Someone's gonna get kicked by the horse.
I'm sorry, I just pictured somebody get kicked.
Like, hey,
I
Jarek.
can imagine Jarek, the first person to get
The first
kicked.
person. It was like, oh man, that horse just kicked me. You know, that horse is gay, man. Yeah. Well, that horse touching me. That horse is a guy.
That horse is watching me, man. He's gay.
You saw the way he was looking at me. We gotta bring Jarek on here and just let him talk. Well, I mean, you all will hear Jarek and see what he actually looks like on
In the Legends of Mariachi.
on Monday. So if you're curious about Goyo and Jarek, you gotta watch Legends of Mariachi episode 1 because he's on there and he talks. Man, I had to cut around so much.
No.
of what he said.
No offense to gay people, but that's just something he says.
Yeah,
man.
it's something he says. He's like, man, it's gay.
Man,
I'm
that's gay.
Or
It's like
gay.
Jarek. Come on, man.
Dude.
Oh my god, that's
and-
funny.
You
Yeah.
know who was with us that day? That was Julian.
Oh yeah, he said he met you for the first time. I played with him the other day.
Dude, he's so. I don't know if
He's
the-
something else.
The word
man.
is, but he's a little absent-minded. This is why I say this.
How come? Why?
I have met him a total of 4 times now,
Oh, okay,
and every time he's like, "Hi, my name's Julian."
dude.
I'm
He
like,
told
dude.
me it was the first time he met you, like yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yeah, when he came, he said, "Hey, what's up, man? I'm Julian." I'm like,
That's weird.
"Hi."
Yeah.
No, I've met you a
Met you
chingos of
before.
times. The first time I met him was actually in the valley when he was with Juvenil Aslan.
Okay.
I went to rehearsal,
Mm.
and he was a viola player at the time.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first time.
Yeah.
And then I met him again in Azul Tequila because I went
Oh,
with
okay.
Alex, and Relampago was there, and Julian was there helping
Uh-huh.
out.
Oh, okay.
And then I met him at another gig where he helped out Alex,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Hey, I'm Julian." And then he came to Compadres, and he's like, "Hey, my name's Julian." I'm like, "Wait, I know."
I know. I know who you are.
We've met 4 times already. And that's what I was like,
Maybe
Okay.
it's. Oh no, never mind. I was gonna say maybe, dude, like he's been getting drunk lately and like drinking his brain cells away or something. No, but he doesn't drink anymore right now, apparently. So I don't know what it is. Yeah, that's weird thing. Maybe because you change your appearance a lot too.
Yeah, dude, I've gotten fat and then thin.
You're really
and
skinny.
My beard, sometimes I have a beard, sometimes I don't.
Dude, because no lie, he told me he met you for the first time.
So for the first time? he's
Yeah,
like,
for the
"Hey,
first
I met-"
time. Yeah.
And what do you say?
That was pretty much it, I think. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all he said. Because they were talking about the podcast or something like that. I think they brought something up, and I was like, "Oh yeah, talk about it in this episode on the podcast or whatever." But hey, you know what though? You can edit this out or whatever. But I asked him if he wanted to be a guest on the episode. Because he's got a lot of stories, man. Like mariachi stories, and he knows a lot. I think it'd be interesting to have him on there. And I told you who else we should have on here, right? Was Cristobal.
Oh, yeah, that's who you said. I couldn't remember who it was.
Would be really interesting to have on there.
Yeah.
For me personally, you know. I know I wouldn't understand much of what he's saying, but I still would love like to interview him, you know?
Yeah.
We should make that happen, man.
Yeah.
Because if those of you who do not know Cristobal, he's super talented.
Yeah,
I think, man.
he plays viola, guitarra, and trumpet.
Mm-hmm.
It is his main is trumpet.
Trumpet is his primary, and Oh my god. Can remember the first time I met him and he played trumpet. I was like, whoa, wow, dude. Like that's crazy, man. And
Yeah.
Fernando's pretty good too. You usually don't get Cristobal without Fernando.
Yeah. It was funny seeing Cristobal on Saturday when he helped us out without Fernando.
Did he drive?
Asael picked him up.
He doesn't drive. It's funny.
But it felt, honestly, dude, like they got divorced. It was like seeing him and not seeing
Honestly,
Fernando.
the same thing for me because I've done gigs with just Fernando and with no Cristobal. So I'm like,
And I'm like, hey, are you all okay? You fighting? Or something happened?
they're on a break. Yeah.
They always play together.
Yeah.
But
You usually don't get one without the other. They're both together. But he's somebody that's interesting.
he is. We need to see that. I think he'll be interested. He's always wanting to talk.
Yeah, there's two guys right there that
Let's get him on there.
one of them's already down. He's like, whenever, just let me know. Julian.
He's gonna walk in. He's like,
Hey,
"Hi, my
I'm
name's
Julian.
I'm like, wait.
You know, get out. That's crazy, man. Wow.
You know, the next time I see him, I'll be like, "Hi, I'm Alexis.
I'm Alexis.
Nice to meet you."
He's like, we've met already. And imagine if he says, we've met like 5 times already. Dang, dude. God. That's some serious music, like mind chairs, musical mind chairs.
I'm like, it's not like there's that many musicians in Austin. Mariachi.
Yeah. I mean, there's like the core people, right?
Yeah, the ones everybody knows. You're all in
Yeah.
the same kind of circle.
Uh-huh.
Everybody calls each other.
Yeah.
Like, we've never done a gig together. But that was our first time doing a gig before.
Mm-hmm.
But we've been in the same, place before.
Other than that, though, what did he play? Bass or vihuela?
Vihuela.
Vihuela. Oh, I shouldn't call it bass. Guitarron. Sorry.
Guitarron.
Somebody
yeah.
got after me for it.
Makes you seem less white.
What do you mean, dude? I know.
Bajo.
Never mind. But
He played vihuela, and I was playing a little different though on the guitarron because I was I was practicing the songs that we recorded on this episode.
Oh, okay.
Go check it out, Legends Mariachi episode 1.
The plug.
Because we played them right, how the recording is,
Yeah.
and the way that I was playing before was not like that,
It's all right. Yeah.
and especially Caminos de Guanajuato.
Yeah. Nobody really plays it like that.
Yeah, I mean, but that's just how the recording is. So I did that,
Mhm.
but I mean, Julian is good. He's an amazing player. He caught on like that.
Oh,
He heard me do the run, and he was like, "Oh, okay," and he just did it straight.
Because he's a good and dude, he's one of those people where when he plays any instruments of the armonía, he plays all of them basically the same level. Like, for example, I play vihuela, like I'm at one level, right? But when I go to guitar, it's shitty, like really shitty, and then bass is even worse. So, or guitarron, damn it. When I'm on guitarron, it's even worse. But he's. But watch, you probably won't even edit this out.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm purposely not gonna edit it out.
So, but he's one of those people where you put him on guitarron, he's just as good as when he plays vihuela, and then he's just as good on guitar as when he plays vihuela and guitarron. So, yeah, he catches on pretty quick. That's the thing. He knows what you're playing on bass, and so it registers for him a lot quicker. For me, not so much. So, that goes to show. But yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it was cool. We had that week was tough though, because Asael didn't go because his girlfriend tested positive.
Oh no,
for COVID.
I
mean, they lived together.
Did he test positive?
I don't know. He took the test, and
He
he didn't get the results back, or he wasn't gonna get the results back until like after that day.
Oh, okay.
So he just didn't go.
Yeah.
Because we also had a gig Friday, the day before, but he didn't go to that one either. And he didn't play at all until this past weekend, last Saturday.
Well, I mean, he's okay, I guess. So.
Yeah, I mean, he's fine. So I guess he he turned out fine.
Dude, it's scary for us mariachis right now because there are a lot of people that are going around and playing when they have COVID.
Yeah.
Um, and for me personally, like that's not cool, you know. If you do that, but I mean, just be aware, I guess. I mean, as long as you wear your mask, because for me, before when I sing, I would take the mask down and sing, but now I just wear it all the time, dude. I don't give a fuck because it's getting a lot scarier.
You don't have
So,
your ring?
yeah, I got it. Yeah.
And we're cut back in.
And we're back.
I'm gonna leave some of that. In, so this is gonna be kind of stupid. But yeah,
No,
now I
man.
have a ring on me.
We're ring bros now, man.
Oh yeah, you gotta do it.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
And yeah, I finally got my ring. Oh, so that's an update that I haven't said. That's one of the reasons I went to the valley was to pick up the ring.
The ring, yeah, because they delivered it to your house.
Yeah,
Mm.
it shipped to my mom's house.
No.
And I had it. The sizing was weird for me because this is a 9.5,
Mm-hmm.
but it fit a little bit too big.
Mm-hmm. That's how mine feels sometimes. Like right now, it's snug. It depends on like the humidity and like weather or stuff like that. Yeah.
You said yours is what, an 8?
You eat, and mine's an 8. Yeah.
Yeah, biggest. Yeah. But when I first put it on and played it, and when I played with it, like it would fly off.
Oh my God! Really?
Well, I mean,
Did
with
it fly off?
the Vihuela, yeah,
Shit.
because I practiced before. Like, I was gonna see if I can do it with the ring, and I mean, you really let the hand go, like in sonas and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You just flick it, and eventually it'll just wiggle off.
See, the thing is that I used to play with a ring, and I played with my high school ring, and it was so easy, man. If anything, it helped me because of the weight. My hands were looser, my fingers were a lot looser, and that made things better for me. But when I got this one in, I started playing with it, and then I was like, oh my, like it started to scratch up, you know. And it was specifically when I'm doing like the slaps, you know, like slapping with the open hand. If I'm doing, fancy stuff or whatever, and it started getting scratched up, and I was like, dang, I don't want to like scratch this up. You know what I would do? So I started just taking it off, and now what I do is I just put it on my left hand, my left finger.
I bet Claire loves that, right?
Yeah, it looks like I'm married, and she got me like a big ass fancy ring, dude. But I mean, I can't really put it on any other finger, so.
But I got it engraved. Did you get yours engraved?
Yeah, I did.
But did you get it engraved with the same Balfour, the
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
company?
My fun fact: my grandmother actually worked for the company that made our rings.
Oh, she does.
Yeah, so she probably made yours.
I got mine engraved, but I got it engraved after. Like I got mine with no engraving, and I
Mhm.
went to a jeweler.
Cool, yeah. No, it was with mine was with those people. I mean, I love it, man. That's really cool. So.
Yeah, it is. It's nice. But so mine was, like I said, a little too big, and I tried on a 9, and it was too tight. Like it would fit, but it would get stuck on my knuckle when taking it off.
Yeah.
So I went to the jeweler, and they're like, "Well, we can cut it, but we're gonna have to cut it,
Mm-hmm.
or we can do this thing where there's I have to get right up the camera. Now I can do it. It's like this metal bracket. It's like gold plated, or not gold, just colored gold, and it kind of just makes it tighter.
Mm-hmm.
And what's nice about this, though, it kind of fits with the ring.
It looks like an actual like what do you call it? Like I mean, it complements the ring real well, you know.
Yeah,
Looks like you ordered it with those like some bands on it or something.
yeah, looks like
It looks really neat. So.
And
Yeah.
now it doesn't fly off.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, it helps loosen up your fingers like it did for me. So, and I tried going back to it because I'm like, screw it. I don't care. And it's hard, dude. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, it is. It does just feel weird because I played with it on last Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
and I was on Vihuela.
Feels weird, dog.
It's on Vihuela.
Yeah.
Shit, who's guitarra?
That was Cristobal.
That's
I don't know.
right.
Was
Oh
it?
yeah, it was.
Was it?
Yeah, Cristobal came.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know.
I'm
I
just so
wasn't
confused.
there.
No, yeah, he played guitarra.
Oh,
Yeah, he was there. I just forget. Oh, yeah, it was because I was talking to Cristobal. You know how Genie does his things, his
It's,
cumbia rhythms, and
yeah.
he plays very differently.
Oh.
It's how he learned, and we were doing Juan Colorado,
Oh, okay.
and I mean it's a song, fast and everything, and then if you look at his hand, it was literally just going like up down up down up down really fast.
You know, one thing I admire about Eugenio, and you know, one thing I admire about him is his I guess biological rhythm. You know, his timing, and he plays with other people. You know, he's together with everybody else. A lot of people don't have that. You know, they just don't have that rhythm. You know,
yeah,
that
like,
natural rhythm. Like
like Sophia.
dang.
I'm just calling her because I know she doesn't listen.
No, just a lot of people I know just don't have that a very good like tempo. They don't keep tempo very well, you know, that timing. So that's one thing I admire about him, you know, like he plays, you know, like the easy rhythms, I guess. But, you know, he's still in time. So I mean that's good. I liked it. That he's in time, you know. Doesn't
Yeah.
exactly do the right one Michaels, but he knows a lot of songs though, you know. Still.
But I saw him doing that, and I go up to him, to Eugenio, and I'm like,
Mhm.
"Hey, la manita." And he just starts laughing.
He's
like,
like, yeah.
And then I go to Cristobal, and I'm like, "Hey, mira, la manita de It's like,
Yeah.
but I mean, but he's the
That's
one singing
funny.
all the songs.
Yeah, he knows a lot of songs, man.
Yeah, he
It's
does.
because he used to have a band, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, when he first came, because he came to the United States in the 80s,
Mm-hmm. He's been here a while.
and he used to just go to the restaurants and play by himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he had to learn a lot.
Yeah. We should interview him too, man.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Eugenio, your boss. A
Boss.
lot of people we could interview now, man.
Should have
Dang, look at that.
all of bosses and ex-bosses. Have Leo, have
Oh
Alex,
yeah.
Ada, Eugenio, Israel, but all at once.
Oh shit.
And
It's
just be
like having a bunch of our ex girlfriends together, man.
yeah. Man, and then they just talk all like bad about us.
Yeah, and one of them I already got back together with, with Adolf,
When you're already back,
and I go back and forth with another ex girlfriend.
you're just switching back and forth.
I'm having affairs. That's what it feels like, man. Dang, that's crazy.
You think you could survive a 2-hour talk with all of your exes at once, like just all sitting here
I don't know.
talk?
I don't know. I've only ever had, I guess technically, I've never had an ex. So I don't know.
Or girls
Not
that
sure
you
what I
dated,
feel like.
girls that you almost dated.
Almost doesn't count,
So
I guess.
is that what Claire told you
I
to
don't
say?
know.
She's like,
What do you
know,
mean?
She's like, I'm your first girlfriend, right? She's like, I'm the only girl you ever dated.
Este vato, no, it's true. I've never had a girlfriend before Claire.
He's like, you're trying really
I've
hard
never-
for her.
No.
You're
God, what a
you're my
dick.
first. You're my only, my one and only.
She's like, repeat after me. Yeah.
She's a teacher, right? So she makes you write on the chalkboard
like The Simpsons?
1,000 times.
Like Bart?
Yeah. Like, you're my only girlfriend. You're my.
Yeah, what a dick.
She don't listen to this.
Yeah. I'm not going to say that anymore because every time I do say that, she listens. And apparently I get in trouble because I say things that you would think get me in trouble. And it gets me in trouble, sure enough. So
I don't think this will get you in trouble.
I'm not going to say anything. No comment.
No comment. You might.
I know that's not what she does.
You gotta clarify.
Yeah.
Oh, you might notice. Matt doesn't have his phone out anymore. Cause for you who watched the last podcast, I made some funny edits.
I had a emergency at that time.
You were on
For those of
Facebook.
you. Este vato, no, it wasn't.
I could see in the
I was
cameras.
messaging.
Is there looking up baseball stats?
Este vato, no, I wasn't. Let me see.
I don't
I wasn't looking at it. I was messaging.
and I just saw that, like, but it was funny because you started right as soon as I started telling the story.
No,
You're
I think
like,
it was
oh.
Israel telling a story, wasn't it? I think
Well,
it
he was
him.
talking about Houston,
Oh,
and
okay,
then I'm
okay.
like, I have a funny story about Javier Martinez,
Oh, okay, okay.
and then you're like, oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
But we only had one camera on us, so I
Yeah,
couldn't zoom. I couldn't like
yeah.
cut you or anything. I
Yeah.
couldn't change the camera. And then you're there, and then you look up. You're like, oh.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And you're like,
I had an emergency. I'm sorry.
oh,
And it was a emergency. Must respond to this text,
right there, right
or else I
there.
die. Yeah.
Oh no, it's fun having control of the edit. So that's the gifts I give myself.
Yeah.
I have to edit all this shit, so I'll do some fun stuff in there.
Mm.
Could have done more, but I was like, nah. I also said something else at the end, or wrote something at the end. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But do you remember what you were saying before I went to get my ring?
Yeah. We were talking about. I don't know. Rewind it. Go back.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. You're saying some story.
Was I?
Oh, I think so. I don't remember.
I don't know.
There's gonna be bad continuity in the podcast. They're like right in the middle of story, and I'm like, oh, cut.
Yeah. I don't know.
Uh,
Anywho.
and then I just show up, and then suddenly there's a ring on my finger.
I don't think. Well, I'm not gonna say anything. So this camera, can it see me or no?
That count can't. Right now, it's focused on us, so that one can't see me.
It was funny because you were telling Jarek it's a wide lens camera. You were getting after him because he was doing something, right?
He was looking at his court date.
Oh,
It's
dude,
fine.
what did he get in trouble or something or what?
Remember when he wrecked his police car
Oh,
and he destroyed the guardrail?
yeah. They
Yeah.
called him. He has to pay for it or something. Or what?
Well, he has to go to court for
He has
it.
a ticket.
Yeah. And
Che muchacho.
dude, I'm like, dude, you're on. That one is actually true because that camera was like there and it was facing everybody.
Uh huh.
But I was able to cut around it.
So,
It was fun.
I'm looking at my court date, man.
I'm like, Jerk. And the thing is, we were at the end already.
Yeah.
We had like 10 minutes left. I'm like, dude, do that in 10 minutes. Chilling little kid. Dude, I was hearing back the edits though, and yeah, at the end when he fucks up, he's like, I'm like, dude, what the hell?
It's worse than Luis's time on the mic, right?
Yeah.
It's funny. A lot of people get intimidated by the mics. People who we interview or have guests,
Oh, they do.
they get intimidated. They're like nervous.
Like, dude, so is
Uh-huh.
this good? I'm like, no, get on the mic.
I remember my first time. It was, yeah.
Oh yeah, you didn't know what's going on.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do.
Luckily at that
What I do with
time,
my hands.
I had
I don't know what to do.
well, I mean, we were on video,
Yeah, we weren't on video.
and we had condensers at that time, so you could be further away.
Yeah.
Didn't matter as much.
Hey, so you
That
can.
mic.
So that fan, you can't really hear it on here, right?
Yeah, one is far away, and also because of this. Let's see.
Oh wow!
Now you can
Wow,
hear it.
look at that. Yeah.
But so it's a
Shit.
noise gate,
Hey, wow, that's cool.
and it blocks out that sound.
Oh yeah, man, we've come a long way. So you guys better be
Yeah.
listening.
Yeah, I gotta start making money back. That photo on our Facebook, it's still up about the very first one when this was standing straight up,
Mm-hmm.
and it had that other mixer on top and the microphone sticking on the sides.
The yeah,
Little
dang,
tall thin
that was-
one. And Alex came for that one as a guest
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
and Lou, I don't remember who else. But yeah,
Good job, man. Doing a lot of work.
yeah, this thing.
Come on.
People who pay attention might know that Mickey is gone.
What happened?
Only his legs remain.
I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask you what happened, bro.
Yeah, I had an
Shit.
accident.
Oh fuck.
No, so these panels were so difficult to get. Well, I was making it difficult because I wanted to use Velcro or
Oh.
double-sided mounting tape.
Oh no.
And yeah, no,
The sticky tabs.
don't do that. Don't use sticky notes or post-it notes. It's basically like using post-it notes, and it would have worked, but these are really thick,
Oh
so
yeah.
it offsets too much.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
I had
no.
it up there, and it was set, like it didn't move. It was good for hour or so, and then it just came crashing in, and then it smashed Mickey.
Hey, but I see that Tennessee whiskey still remains.
Yeah, that survived.
Survived.
Some of the pop boxes got torn.
Oh no, dude.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
he said only his legs remained.
Yeah, there's some of the
Shit, bro.
pieces here,
Damn.
and I couldn't put it back together because it broke.
Dang, man.
It broke from the legs,
That's rough.
so it's just there.
Oh, look who texted me.
Who's that? Julia.
Carlos Meda.
Okay, we're getting. We get to the end. Let's get something to eat too. Have you eaten already?
Nope.
What are
Fucking
you,
starving, man.
what are you gonna eat?
I don't know. No idea.
Let's go Chipotle.
Solid, let's go.
Let's take it.
Take the pod in the van.
We could.
Dude, that's a good idea. Wait, don't take our idea.
It,
This is we're copywriting it right now. Trademarking it.
I mean, who does
Watch
that?
out, charro beans. Apparently we copy them.
Yeah, dude. I really hope they don't talk shit about the new project because it's called Legends of Mariachi.
Mm-hmm.
But for their podcast,
Yeah.
do you know what they call like their guests?
I haven't kept up.
Because they
Lately.
have Sammy calls it different things. Like
Uh-huh.
when he had Victor on there, it was conversations with friends,
Yeah.
and when he had like Tony Zuniga,
Uh-huh. Oh, conversations, right? Conversations with
yeah, but he conversations with legends.
okay. I mean, I don't see any similarities. Yeah, the word legend, but like it's true. Like these guys are
Conversations with
legends.
Yeah,
You know?
they are.
Yeah. And first of all, I don't even think it was our idea to begin with. It was somebody else's, wasn't it?
What?
The name? Or was it yours?
Legends of Mariachi?
Yeah.
No, it was
Didn't
mine.
Sam throw it in there or something? Or was it yours, right?
No, it was mine.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
the point is I stopped caring about what the fuck,
Yeah. We're doing our own thing.
Yeah.
And we are done. Do you have anything coming up, Matt?
Oh man, I'm excited to play with you guys again. I haven't seen you in forever.
Yeah, it's
Back to the old core. I don't know. You're playing, right? Yeah, you have to be playing.
Yeah.
Do you know what time we're starting?
I think you know more about Saturday night.
I guess I'll find out tomorrow. I saw Cero text me on Friday. He said maybe there'll be more. So look out.
Always says. He's like, we have 8 hours, but there might be 10. I'm like, I don't even want to do 8.
It's been a long time since I worked that much. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm excited. Haven't been there in a while, so
It'll probably be you, me, Jeannie, Chris, Jarek, and Asayed.
cool, man. Yeah, I like it. I'm excited.
I'll get a little break.
I'm excited to have some. I'm excited to have some good food and get drunk again and
Oh, dude, we had some tacos.
play cumbias at 250 beats per minute.
We play La Chona now. So we'll get La Chona
I'm ready, man.
and Camaleon.
I know that one. I know y'all do that one a lot. So
Yeah, we started doing that because Jarek.
he likes to
Jared-
dance like a shrimp.
Yeah, he likes it, but then he doesn't even freaking sing the choros. I'm like, dude, if you want us to play a song, at least sing the choro.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Cool, man.
Yeah, we got a long season coming for from season 2. Mariachi Sagas. You got guests coming. You got new projects.
Lot of things coming up. A lot of things.
Yeah, it's gonna be bigger.
Big.
This room,
Like this big. Like this big.
like right now, we're like
Oh, yeah.
this big.
Come
All right.
on, guys.
We'll see you guys later.
See y'all.